What's up, guys? Before we jump in, if you aren't already listening to the Will Mosley podcast, you definitely should be. It is literally the best way to enjoy my content. You can go on, your commute to work, in the bath, in the shower, anywhere, whatever you're doing. You literally can press play on your podcast, and just have me rolling with you. So wherever Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of the places you can consume a podcast, Will Mosley Podcast. All right, let's jump in now.
Brain right here. Pause it sometimes to get the lines to show up. So let's talk about this clip real quick. Wait till it goes. So how did I plan this whole drone shot right here and then in the car? No. I actually shot this originally so I can get the van to pull out at this very beginning clip right here. And that was part of this. So this is actually the beginning part of that. And this is actually a later part of the day. But because it's strung together fairly simple, it looks like, okay, Will's walking out to the car. And then the next clip is actually me loading the bottle, which I got earlier on, which had nothing to kind of do with the drone shot. But I was like, I'm going out to the car. This makes sense. And that's how I kind of connected those two. Close. And see, right there at that close, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Right at that close would have been a good time for this to start. There goes the close right there. So we got two ways we can cut it. Right there, there. And the whole CI is probably the better part where it should. Right there, that C, I've. That's probably where we want to get her. Oops, go back. Right at that door shift, you see where that yellow little kind of up, that's where we're saying, see, this is where blah, 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 blah. And if we can get our thing to hit there, which computer's a little slow on the thing, then we could be good. And we pull this down, soundtrack up. Let's see if that works. Small things, but I think it makes sense.
5 a.m. pretty much every morning over the past week, and I've been creating tremendous amounts of content. And with that comes the distribution process and getting it up to social. I mean, all of that. And
notice the lead in with the song. That's the zoom in with the tiny point and shoot. Fading the music out right here to go into another A-roll. And notice how we're starting the A-roll, we're talking before it shows. If you can, like if you listen to these clips right here, let me just kind of like silence the A-roll just for a second. Kind of loud right here. These clips aren't that loud. Like they're kind of low. We can lower them too. So instead, if it was just like you show these clips and then the voiceover, you can use that space. So that's why we're kind of dialing the music down a little bit, and then we can start the voiceover, and then I'll pop up. Okay, I can't tell you how frustrated I am with the Rode Wireless Go systems right now. It does all this with clean audio from the system, and then like it'll really start to fuzz. And I don't know if it's like signal interference or what, but it happens on both of the Rode systems, and I've gotten to a point where it's like, come on. Oh, that's also what we were supposed to talk about, like essential gear that you need and don't need. Maybe I'll talk about that at the very end of this before I peace out. But I do want to get like maybe 5 or 10 more minutes at least of this in before I just peace out. But let's just keep on going. Like, so that staticky thing, and it's like one of those things where it's like you need to be able to trust your gear. Like, you have to be able to trust that it's going to give you good results, or else then it becomes one of those things like, oh, is it going to? Is it not going to? And it becomes a hindrance to your creative flow. I did, by the way, have a Zoom on me as well for backup audio because I don't trust the audio coming from the Rode Wireless Go's right now. I just didn't feel like switching it out because it was so minuscule on this part. Notice how that music came in right. It's time to shift, and it starts before.
All right, that's it. It's over. If you are in need of an e-commerce store, we all need to be able to sell online, especially in these crazy times with the pandemic going on. You can go over to heywillmosley.com to get a quote, and I'll hook you up. We'll make it happen. All right, catch you on the next one. Peace.